we generally do not have document in writings. Last year I was invited in Botany Department, Guwahati University, for 75 years of the existence of Botany Department in Guwahati University, since 1948. It was a big volume that compiles whatever the teachers, publications, student publications. It was very impressive. Like that, I felt our university also should have a good document right from 1972, when it was a part of the JNU Center, till recent. Professor Lokendro, in your time, a compendium if you could produce, that will be very, very appreciative work and a very solid work we've done that will be, people will appreciate, because we lack documentation, I told you very frankly. That is why we have a lot of problems because of the lack of the documentations in the society nowadays. Who said like this, another people said like this, like so. That is one good thing. I don't know, I don't remember exactly what I have written in that essay I gave to Professor Nimai. But, you know, as Professor Amuba said rightly, that I was basically a student of soil microbiology when I joined St. Edmund's College, Shillong in 1972. One day I went to Guwahati University down to request my teacher, subject teacher, for doing PhD work. He was absent on that day. So somehow I entered in the room of the Professor 𝗖𝗂𝗶𝗆. He was a professor and head right from 1948 to 79, I think. Then he told me, Rabant, you take up a subject, aerobiology, for your PhD work. I do not know what is this subject, aerobiology, what is it, because we have only 5 minutes, 5 marks in aerobiology in our MSc, and that was the things. There was no literature at all. Anyhow, I do not know, from soil microbiology, I have to adapt to aerobiology. Luckily, those days, I announced in the class that my students said, sir, there is a literature written by 𝗵𝗔 Puri, he is the father of allergy in India. I told that I want to do some research on aerobiology and human respiratory allergy, but there is no literature. He gave me a book of science, current science today, I think. So it was written that this is what is allergy, how it happened and all. Then I tried to contact 𝗵𝗔 Puri. Then he called me for a workshop, a 3 days workshop in 1975. So I learned in those workshops about aerobiology. He gave me a lot of references. In that way, it was started. So in that way, it took me 6-7 years to complete this work, because there was no facilities in those days. We used to buy the reprint from in stock, you know. Those from in stock we buy. The Guwahati University, but there was no literature on the subject. That way, the subject was successfully. About 5-6 months before completion of my work, my professor expired in 1980. I did submit my PhD thesis in 1981. Then I was undone. Then I requested Professor Parkuti Barua. She was equally qualified, guide of late Professor L. Jalmejoy Singh. He said, whatever you have written, you submit it to me with change of the topic. The content is the same. In that way, it was submitted. And those days, our PhD thesis, one of the theses have to go outside India. I remember that Dr. R.R. Davies of St. Mary's Hospital, London, he was one of the examiners for my PhD work. Then R.N. Lokhandpan, from the he was in Paleontological Institute. In that way, that was done. Slowly, the laboratory was, I was working in the college. Therefore, to the young men, young people, scholars, I should say, facilities are to be created. You have to create your facilities. Not that you are very lucky, those days we had no fun. Professor Barua asked me, you have to find out the device, how to trap the microbes in the air. Microbiology is the study of the microbes present in the air. That was the thing. Those teachers from the Cambridge, they will not give the topic of the subject, those things. They will ask you, read. After 5 minutes, say 2-3 months, you come again, ask, you read again. They will give a long topic. Then, this is very accidental. I was undone how to find out the equipments for trapping the microbes in the air. I was in St. Edmund's College in bachelor's quarter. One day I was lying down on my bed and I saw the spider webs in the corner of the room used to trap small insects and eat. Then I realized that why not me also try it. With the help of the nylon thread, fishing thread, I wind up just like the spider webs, and that was included in my PhD thesis. That was deep in the glycerin jelly, exposed in the air, and for 2 years, for 1 minute, one hours. And the effect of viability of the microbes in the air on the effect of the wind speed, air temperature, sunshine value, so on. A paper was published to aspects of allergy and applied immunology in 1979. Professor Barua was my guide, but those days I was very busy as a professor, as a vice chancellor. So I informed him that, sir, I am going to submit a paper to aspects of allergy and applied immunology. He said, it's okay, fine. I saw him the draft. He said, it's okay. On the basis of that paper, I was awarded Fellow of the Indian College of Allergy and Applied Immunology, now life member, in 1985. I was given the scroll in the Park Hotel, Calcutta. So in that way, things are done. We have so many ups and downs, working in the college, doing PhD. After 4 p.m., my work started. From 7 o'clock to 9:30, I had to do, because I was in campus. And being in the private college, so much workload, right from the pre-university up to BSc honors. We used to take 4 classes, 5 classes per day. In spite of that, I do give labor a lot. That, of course, later on pays. Till today, in the field of aerobiology in India, we are pioneer. Recently, June 24th, a paper was published in the Indian Journal of Aerobiology, 37th volume, number 1. The aspects of what is called the integration of the bioinformatics and AI, artificial intelligence, on the identification of the airborne pollen grains and fungal spores. In India, this field, use of aerobiological knowledge, interact with the AI and bioinformatics, it's a new work. I was invited to give a keynote address last year in Nanded. Everyone was appreciating our work, because I have the facility to work with this, because we have a company here in Impal, 2 companies. We have software engineers. About 10 persons are working software engineers. We have got what is called computer scientists, management work, then also the marketing peoples. With them, with their help, I could do that. I give them theoretical knowledge, but they found out which use of AI in the identification of the airborne microbes, basically fungal spores and pollen grains. Now the doctors who are interested to identify aeroallergens, they don't have to see the microscope. They don't need any more about the aerobiological specialists. We have developed, this is on sale also. So the tool we developed, they can easily identify it with the help of the images. So in this way, these are some of the things to the young scholars. I want to appeal that you have to change your studies, your research work with the changing world. Now this is the age of AI. The artificial intelligence apply everywhere, even in hotel management, things are now applied with the AI. Therefore, please try to catch up with the changing world, the new technologies we have to develop for the younger generations. If you want to do well for the national level, compete in the national level, not getting the PhD only, you try to have your, we are now, our days are almost finished. If you want to compete in the rest of the country, people in the rest of the country, you have to have some innovative ideas in your field. Then only you will be able to. You speak even in abroad also, you go to the international conference. If your originality is correct, they will appreciate our works. Many of our books or papers have been referred even in foreign countries. Therefore, these are some of the things. We started from the scratch. When I joined the Manipur University, there was one, I remember there was one in 84, one colony counter and one, what is called, only one tooth for plant pathology. But later on it was developed, facilities we created with the help of the research projects. I had the opportunity to complete 16 major research projects while I was in Manipur University. Many of the students, they helped me also doing this work. As much as 25 students did from their PhD from Manipur University, another 3 from Assam University, Silchar. So these are some of the experiences I get during these times. But till today, changing world, I try to adapt, learn from the younger generations. Because of our software engineers and hardware engineers, we could develop some of our innovative tools for identification of the airborne pollen grain and fungal spore.